This is Leo Johs. It's December the 5th, 1998. I will give you a little brief report from my Branson Christmas trip to Branson, Missouri on November the 22nd through the on November 16th through the 22nd, 1998. We left Fargo on November the 16th at 9:15 at the Petro store in West Fargo. There was two buses, one bus coming out of Bismarck and one coming from Jamestown. I was on the Jamestown bus. There was a total of 96 people on this two-bus tour. We had lunch in Watertown, South Dakota at a very good place called Marguerite's, right in downtown where they have their mall. We had a rest stop at Sioux City, Iowa, and also at Council Bluffs, Iowa. We ate supper. We got to St. Joe's Days Inn about 8:30 the first day. The next morning we left at 7:30 for Branson. We had lunch in Springfield, and we also stopped at the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield. We got to Branson about 1:30 in the afternoon, and at 3 o'clock we saw our first show called Two of Galilee. It was very interesting. It was the birth of Christ. While some of the others, about half of the other people, went to a show called Country Tonight. After that we had supper on our own, and at 7:15 we got to see the Osmond Brothers Christmas show, which was very good. Then after that we had the tour of the lights, and that was really interesting and very pretty. And we got to our room in the Branson Inn about 10:45. Wednesday morning we had a continental breakfast at the motel where we stayed, plus at 8:15 we took off for a show called the Red, Hot and Blue Show, where we also got a breakfast, while some of the others went shopping in the old town Branson. The breakfast was very good, and the show was good. There was only 6 people in the show, and it was mostly dancing since the late 20s. At 1:15, half of us went to the Lawrence Welk Christmas show, and the other half went to a show called Wild West Christmas. The Lawrence Welk show was very good. The Lennon sisters were in it. Barbara Saverson was Master Ceremonies. Dick Dale and Jack Immel were also in it, and Eva Barbara. Those were the only ones that I had heard of. None of the band members that I ever heard of. It was very pretty, and I thought that's got to be the best show that we've seen. But as we went along, we saw even better ones, and I picked the Lawrence Welk show as the third best of the 14 shows I got to see. At 4:30 we went to the Dixie Stampede Christmas show, and that was kind of interesting. It was something like a rodeo, and we got a fingerless food supper, which consisted of one slice of pork tenderloin and a chicken, a little chicken, and other goods. The show was like a rodeo, and they had ostrich races, horse races, chicken races, and it was just nice show. And then at 7 o'clock we went to a real good family comedy show called The Presleys. We really enjoyed that. It was country western, and they had a comedy guy that was very good. And we went to the Branson Motel after that at 10:45. Thursday, November the 19th, we were off for breakfast, and we went to the Showboat and had a breakfast show. We also went sailing out in the water, and it was a good show. I probably had the #1 seat. I was right in front of the stage. At 10:30 we went to the IMAX theater show, which was another thing that was kind of interesting. There was a large screen about 80 feet by 80, and looked like the actors were coming right at you sometimes. And then we were supposed to go to Silver City, but it was raining all afternoon. So then we saw a one-act comedy. Mike Mulford was his name, and it was kind of interesting. So then after that, we had dinner on our own, and at 7 o'clock, we went to the Baltnobbers Comedy Christmas. It was something like the Presley show, but I enjoyed the Presleys a little bit better. And then after that, we went home at 11 o'clock to our motel. Friday morning, we had a continental breakfast, and then some of us had bought extra show tickets. We went to the Chandler show, while some of the others went to a wine tasting tour. And some, at 11:15, some of them had a lunch at the Australian Outback. Well, some of us bought tickets, extra show tickets, and we saw the Rockets at 12 o'clock, and we got a lunch bag, and we ate right at the show. Well, some of the others went shopping at a shopping center. At 2:10, we saw the best show of all, called Shoji Tabushi, a Japanese and his daughter, and it was a Christmas special. It was very nice, real nice building. We had our pictures taken inside the restroom, the men's restroom, where they have a pool table, and everything was just really nice. At 5:30 we had a dinner on our own, and at 7:15 we went to the Boxcar Willie show. I think Boxcar Willie was probably the poorest of the shows we've seen. Boxcar Willie has leukemia, and so he looks kind of tough. 10:30 we're off to the motel. Saturday morning we left. We had a continental breakfast, and we left for Springfield. We went to the place called Precious Moments. Precious Moments is just a store where you can buy all kinds of little knickknacks, and I guess it's mostly for women. I just sat around and ate there. Then we left at 1:30 we left for the casino in Bluffs Run Casino in Council Bluffs, Iowa, where we had the best buffet I've ever eaten. And while we were eating, we were watching the dog races, and then a little bit spent at the casino, and then we went off to the Ramada Inn. Then on Sunday, the 22nd, was my 65th birthday, and we had a breakfast on our own, and we headed for home, and we stopped at 11:45 at the Terry Redlin Art Center and tour, and then we had lunch at Marguerite's in Watertown, and then we're off to Fargo. We got to Fargo at 4 o'clock, just like we were supposed to. There was a couple of people that were on the tour from my hometown, Napoleon, Mr. and Mrs. Willie Piatz, Mr. and Mrs. Leo Piatz, Wilbert Kroll and his wife. No, not Wilbert. Mr. Kroll, my dad's neighbor, and his wife, Irene Grenz, and Viola Bruner from Napoleon. There was people from Sealand, Strasburg, Linton, Hague, Bismarck, Hazen, Minot, Grand Forks, Williston, and my roommate was Emil Lauf from Hazen, North Dakota. I really enjoyed it. Our tour consists of 11 shows 5 continental breakfasts and 4 dinners. I bought 3 additional show tickets as I could not go around shopping because I couldn't walk very good. So here's the way I listed the shows according to what I thought was the best. There was 14 of them. Number 1 was Joe J. Tabuchki. The Rockets. Rockets was a great show. I ranked them second. They probably had the biggest group, 53 altogether. Then the Lawrence Welk Show, the Osmond Brothers, then 2 of Galilee. Then number 6 was Presley's. Number 7 was Jennifer. Number 8 was the Bald Knobbers. Number 9 was Showboat. Number 10 was Red Hot and Blue. Number 11 was the Stampede. Number 12, the IMAX Theater. Number 13, Mike Melfort. And number 14, Boxcar Willie. Branson is a town of 3,007, but during the season, during the holidays, it gets up to close to 40,000. It's quite spread out, and there's really not a lot of nice places to see. I hope to go there again someday. Our tour guide was from Gackle, North Dakota, Dale Donnett and his wife, and the Jamestown bus driver was Dave Corey and his wife Linda were the tour guides on the Jamestown bus. The Bismarck bus driver was Mike Holzer, and we really all enjoyed the trip. Thank you.